though, yeah?
Yes, people, welcome back to BBK Sports TGIF. It's Friday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from. Let me know you locked in the building already. Joined with my stream partner in crime. You already know it's the Waffle Don. Here to talk all things football. The warm-up, people, episode number 2. It's really like 20-something, but we just rebranded the show as the warm-up going into the weekend. And as the season progressed, you will understand why we call it the warm-up. Big up to the Waffle Don. Big up to Bluebird. Big up to Jason Guna TV. Scants, the envy of all football fans, Scants TV. Big him up every single time. Big up Mr. Battered. What you saying to me, Waffle Don?
You know what, brother? I'm here, man. I'm not just here to just be like happy with just Gyökeres over the line. I'm here because we need to talk about more signings. Had our little, obviously, he's got to do the shirt thing and all that. That's all good and that, yeah. But we should be now on to the next one instead of like celebrating over the number 9. That's fine, but we need to be moving on because Liverpool are not stopping right now.
Mm-hmm. I hear it. Yeah, man, I hear it. There's a lot of work to be done. Yeah, even with all the players that we were linked to, even if those players were to get over the line, there's still lots of work to be done. But got to big up a couple of people. Make sure you are hitting the like button as you hit enter and exit the screen, people. Make sure you are subscribing to the Waffle Don as well. Big up to Bluebird. Bluebird said, BBK, you didn't answer my question yesterday. Oh, my days. Bluebird, let me apologize. Is it the question about the bigger trophy, the World Cup or the Club World Cup or the Champions League? It's the Champions League for me, just because of the history of the Champions League.
Did someone ask what's bigger, the Champions League or the World
or the Club World Cup? Yeah, I think it's because Chelsea have beaten the team that had the UCL in the. I think that is a conversation in bars and pubs going around, like which one was the bigger one. But
come on, man, it's not even a conversation. It's not even a conversation.
Yeah, in many years, when the Club World Cup develops some history behind it, maybe. But as of now, just the history behind the European Cup / Champions League, it's the Champions League for me.
That's actually disrespecting the Champions League, in my opinion.
Yeah,
in my opinion, I think there's better teams in the Champions League. You just have to look across the leagues. Better leagues. You know, no one watches the Brazilian league unless you're an expert in Brazilian football. I'm not saying there's no talent over there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the leagues, people don't watch. Europe is where it's at. Yeah, you've got the biggest clubs in Europe, the most money in Europe. Mm-hmm. The biggest competition is the Champions League, bar none. I don't care if Chelsea won the World Club Cup. It's Champions League all the way, baby.
Yeah. And the thing is, right, even though those Brazilian teams did play well in the World Cup.
Yeah.
They did made a good account of themselves. But there's a reason why even the best Brazilians play in Europe, right? And it's not a money thing, because if it's a money thing, they ought to be going to Saudi. Big up to Jason Guna TV. Say big up BBK Sports on the Waffle Down. Big up, bro. I hope you are well.
Big up Jason.
Out then. Scans picking up everybody. Mr. Battered here. LFC Monster. Another Liverpool fan, the envy of all fans. Big up to you, LFC Monster. Hope you are good. Some bromance going on between the Liverpool fans, some serious bromance going on between the Liverpool fans right now. Big up to Dana and the Waffle and the chat, wishing everyone a fantastic weekend. Now, yeah, the Liverpool fans, their weekend already started. You know, they started the weekend yesterday on Thursday.
Bro, their weekend's gonna start with probably a bid tomorrow.
Yeah.
And by Sunday, they probably have the player, personal agreement. And by next week, we'll probably be seeing a here we go or David Ornstein reporting that sell to go through. So Liverpool, everything's sinking into place for Liverpool at the moment, and it seems to me that it's just too perfect right now.
Yeah, the sun, the moon, the universe, everything is
just sinking for these guys at the moment, but it's too perfect. So let's see, let's see what happens.
Yeah, now for the Liverpool faithful in the building, but just before we get to that, I see LFC Master say you notice a change. Yeah, I noticed a change. There's a little bit of bounce in your step. Like the Liverpool knock is a little louder. The chest is, and I get it. Because I've seen we'd be moving the same way, to be honest, if we won the league and was moving like this. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, it's a matter. But back on Wednesday, man. Did you get a chance to? You did a watch along for the preseason game, yeah?
Yes, but I caught the second half, end of the first half and second half. Yeah, but I wasn't really dialed into the game, to be honest. But I saw some bits and pieces.
There's a lot of talk around the Max Dowman performance. Did you catch him?
Yeah, I saw a little bits and pieces of him. I thought he was really good. I thought he was obviously, he's got tech, and stuff like that. But he also gets kicks around as well. I think our fans as well, and rightfully so, gas him up and stuff like that, But just remember, he's only 15 years old, man.
15
years old. To develop. He's still got a lot to develop about his game. Are you thinking of first team next year? Are you?
No, I think he gets loaned out. Honestly, I think
think he get loaned out.
Yeah, I think he'll get loaned out so he can play regular minutes. Yeah, I think he needs to play with. I think he needs to play with men. I don't think.
Where would you loan him out to? Because Championship, they're probably going to give him some licks. Would you?
He needs that.
Put him abroad or somewhere.
He needs that. I think he needs that. I think he needs licks. Yeah. So when he's 17, like Lamine Yamal, he's ready. Toughen up, or overseas to a team in Germany probably or Spain, so he can play with some other techie ballers. But I just don't think he can. You don't develop by not playing football. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to play regular minutes. And I don't think Arteta has the bandwidth to experiment with the squad and 15-year-olds. And I don't think the way Arteta coaches and plays football is conducive to his development. So I think he should go on out and play some football. But my better. The elephant in the room is that going to Liverpool? Yeah. Now the football words, they have to react to this, because if he goes there, it kind of represents like a shift of power, right? Where the champions are getting the player that would walk into pretty much any squad in the league except for Manchester City. If there are any basketball fans in the chat, this reminds me of when Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors. Every NBA analyst said championship over right now, and they were right, and they went on to win 2 in a row. The football world has to react to this. If Arsenal didn't have an urgency to get Eze, and I'm leaving it at Eze because I've read this morning that Arsenal have withdrawn interest from Rodrigo. Right, we've drawn all interest.
Okay,
so it looks like Eze will be the next and final signing, if any. Do you think that's enough for our title hopes, trophy hopes? Forget the title, just a trophy and a trophy next season. Eze added to a Madueke, a Zubimendi, and a Gyökeres. Is that enough in your eyes?
Me personally, I don't think it's enough. It's weird, because when you look at the 3 clubs, so let's just concentrate on the three big clubs: City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Liverpool have only, I think, just made 3 additions so far, isn't it? 3 additions, haven't they?
Yeah, Ekatike, Verts, and shit. This would be the Big one.
So 4 in it, Frimpong and Wirtz, yeah?
Well, I consider Frimpong a replacement.
A replacement, okay.
And an addition,
So let's say they've brought in 3 players, okay? So they've brought in 3 players that you can say are of quality, you know?
Quality, real quality.
You can say Wirtz is world class right now.
Yeah.
I would say he's world class. Isak is world class right now. Obviously, he's not fully fulfilled his legacy in Europe yet, but we know what this guy is about. Sorry, who was the third person? Sorry, my brain's just going.
Ekatike,
yeah, Ekatike. Oh yeah, and Kirk as well. Ekatike coming in as well would probably be, you know, Isak's apprentice. But when you look at Liverpool as a collective side, yeah, they're already settled in terms of they have a game plan, they have a manager, and they have a certain style, the way they play, and they never move away from that style. Yeah, even if Isak comes in, they're still going to play the same way.
Yeah,
if Wirtz comes in, they're still going to play the same way. Frimpong, Kirkes, Liverpool are still going to play the same way. City and Arsenal, I think, are slightly different because the 2 managers are pretty much maniacs. You know, they're constantly looking at changing this, changing that. You know, this doesn't work. They never seem like they're settled with a first 11. I think next season we can have as many pre-season games as we want, but I still think come the first game of the season, yeah, I don't know whether Arteta is going to know his first 11. Me and you can talk about a first 11 that we would choose, but I still don't think that this manager knows his first 11. So I'll just give you an example. We saw Martinelli play the other day, and as far as I'm concerned, the same stinky Martinelli. I like Martinelli, but he's a frustrating player. Yeah, he should know the basics by now. He should know what he's doing by now.
Yeah,
he does some things good and he does some things bad. Now, first game of the season, who are you releasing on that left on the first game of the season? If I had a conversation, Martinelli. So you wouldn't give Madueke the role on the left?
No. Even
though Madueke's probably got more of a bow. Oh, look at this guy, man. Look, he had that lined up, you know. That's nasty work there.
I will not take this down.
That was nasty work, you know.
That is why. But here's the thing. Waffle Dad. On the right, where he is best, he still did not produce as much as Martinelli did. On the left, where he's absolute terrible, for continuity purposes. Now, as the season progresses, maybe I would consider it. However, for continuity purposes, Martinelli is embedded in this squad. Madueke still hasn't practiced with the team, hasn't trained with the team yet. It's 3 weeks away. It's 23 days from now that we go to Old Trafford to play. So for that reason and that reason only, Martinelli knows how his teammates play. Madueke is a complete stranger to the squad. I think he goes with Martinelli on the left-hand side to start. And as whether the performances are stinky or the results are bad, that will force him to make a change. And then at that point, no one can fault him for making a change when Martinelli continues to drop, bad performances in it. But
this is my point that I want to go back to earlier. I don't think that we have a great first 11 yet. Our defense is great. Our midfield is okay. When you think about Zubimendi, good on the ball. Rice for me is good in certain games. He's good in. I'm not too sure about Marino. What is our? This is what I'm saying. Yeah? When we start to talk about Arsenal, yeah, I can talk about Liverpool's first 11. But when it comes to Arsenal now, yeah, I can choose our defense, no problem. But I struggle with the midfield because the midfield, they're just if you look at the two guys, if you were to choose Rice, just say the new guy, yeah, no Rice, Norgard, and Zubimendi. Just say we just went. Oh no, actually no, it'd be Odegaard, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard, wouldn't it? As
our starting midfield is going to be Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. Yeah, I can bank on that. I'll bet money on that. That's our starting three. Because he's going to start as captain. He's going to start his transfer record. Declan Rice.
Does that excite you though?
I love Declan.
Does that excite you?
It's good enough to beat United.
Yeah, but that's just United. If it's just good enough to beat United, we ain't got hope. So what happens when we play Man City and Liverpool?
It's good enough. We beat Man City last year with that midfield with Zubimendi / number 5. The midfield is not my concern. Like the defense, awesome. Midfield, okay. The attack is where we have issues, and we've addressed one of the problems in our front line as of now. Number 14 medical schedule, green light, everything's a go. I get it, but the left-hand side, that graphic that I did, the fact that we are still not knowing what the left-hand side is going to be is problematic, because maybe we don't know, maybe the manager doesn't know either. And
this is the point that I'm trying to make. Yeah, it might be obvious to the chat. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty obvious, but I don't know if that midfield combination is a good midfield combination. I'll be honest with you. You've got Declan Rice, Odegaard.
Mm-hmm.
The player I'm looking at the most, is Zubimendi, because I think he brings something different to the midfield. I don't think he's physical, but I just think he's probably one of the most intelligent players in that midfield.
Yeah. That's one of the things that they talk about when they speak about his attributes, how his football IQ and his passing range, which is cool, because the guy that he replaced really had good passing range, and he was press resistant. If he's press resistant when teams decide to, because we will play out from the back. That's what we do. So when we're playing out from the back, where he gets the ball from Gabriel or Saliba, can he get the ball on the half turn, drop his shoulder, be his man? Can he do a Sergio Busquets and break the lines and get us, running at the attack with Gyökeres? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Play through teams. Pass the ball out from the back, 1, 2, 3 passes, and Saka is isolated one-on-one with their fullback.
So what does Declan Rice do in this free? What's his key role in this free? Just to what? Back to back?
Yeah, he's gonna be the progressive 8, isn't it? The progressive. Odegaard is gonna take up residence on the right-hand side.
This is what I don't like, man. I want to know that my 10 can spray balls all over the place, not just the right-hand side.
Yeah. So speaking of 10s, the Eze is supposed to be, the other creative spark, and the articles that I'm reading right now is saying there are no official links to Eze. Basically, man is saying he has told his friends and family that he would like a move to Arsenal. That's the hopium that I'm hearing. Like, if you had to put a percentage on it, how confident do you feel about us landing Eze, man? Because as you said, the squad as is without Eze, not a good look. With Eze, it's still a struggle to compete with people. Cheat code.
I've been seeing people saying this is a great window, but
yeah,
I hate to be negative.
A great window.
I don't think it is a great window. Yeah, I've seen mans like Egal putting this has been a great window because we've signed quantity, because we've signed 7 players. But the only 2 players that I'm really excited about is Gyökeres and Zubimendi. Those are the only 2 players really I'm kind of really looking forward to watching. I'm struggling, yeah. Yes, we might beat Man United on the first game of the season, but I'm struggling to see how the patterns of play is going to change in this team, because what I saw, yes, it was the first game of pre-season. I didn't see any different to our play from last season. I saw the same sideways passing. Odegaard did try to break the lines a couple of times and put a couple of through balls in through the middle, But for me, I need to see more of that each game, each preseason game. I need to see more, attacking through the middle, because the wings are just boring, bro. Trying to penetrate through the wings all the time is just boring. And teams are just going to set up, put 2 on Saka again like last season, Give Martinelli the ball, because if you give Martinelli the ball and you just sit back, he's just going to just go like that, straight in a straight line, and then pick the ball out. So I don't know what I don't know what to expect. Maybe you do. Maybe you have the answer, but I don't.
Expect the unexpected. Big up Godfrey. Godfrey said Madueke ain't gonna be ready for that game just yet. So Martinelli starts. Yeah, and I agree. The assembled said, do you think Gyökeres is the plan B, Waffle?
You know what? Yeah. No, I don't. Of course he's not. But this is Arteta. That's an Arteta question, not a me question. Obviously, Gyökeres should be the first team starter, but who knows? Who knows? And if Havertz starts against Man United, BBK's been calling that from the start. I'm talking from early June, that this man will probably play Havertz to start off with, because he rolled out some excuse. He hasn't had a preseason. He's not fit. All of this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if he started his boy Havertz.
Yeah.
But for me, Gyökeres, we brought him in to score goals. Play him from the first game. Let him bully, the Man United defense. But maybe he might bring him in as a surprise package in the second half. Those ones when the defenders are tired a bit. Bring Gyökeres in to bully them as well. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jason Gooder saying this is, probably going to be the midfield, and he says, "What's the strongest midfield?" The strongest midfield question is kind of tricky with me, because I don't think the strongest midfield sometimes is necessarily the right midfield.
Yes,
because against Manchester City, you might play this one, but against Sunderland at home, you won't need 2 defensive midfielders. You won't need a Declan and a Zubimendi. So you rest for that game, and you start Eze, Odegaard, and Zubimendi, 1 holding 6 and 2 attacking. You know what I'm saying? So I think
imagine.
Yeah, we need another attacking creative spark in the midfield.
Imagine.
Go on.
Imagine a midfield with Zubimendi, Ethan, and Odegaard.
Yeah, that's an attacking midfield. That's when we know we're going to have the ball. We're going to have 70% of the ball, because how many games can you go back to, Abs, last year? And look, we had 67, 70% possession, 0-0, 1-0. XG very low, so we had all the ball with no attacking impetus. You put 2 attacking players and 1 holding 6, and I do believe you create bigger chances with a Gyökeres and a team to score these goals. I think there is no doubt we scoring more than 69 goals this year. I want us to hit 90 something goals. That means we're winning games, and we're right there neck and neck. Match week 35. Destiny in our own hands. I don't want to go into match week 38 wanting to depend on Human Son to bend one in against City. You know how that's gonna go. Or Liverpool away at Fulham. These men be flying kites by then. You know what I mean? and then they'll give us some hope. They'll score in the 5th minute, and Liverpool go down 1-0, and then everyone gets excited that the game ends 6-1. You know what I'm saying? So we have to start out strong and do all this stuff. But
sorry, brother.
No, go on.
For me, it's always been about Gyökeres now. It's how, and remember, I keep going back to what you were saying, in terms of training. How are we going to get that ball to Gyökeres? How's Zubimendi going to have that vision to see Gyökeres making those runs? Odegaard, not just playing into the right, but looking at those through balls through to Gyökeres. How are we going to? Do you know what I'm saying? Because what we're seeing is last year's football. Yes, Norgard's coming, but he's not a creative midfielder. So we're just seeing all of the same as of last season.
Yeah,
we've not seen a proper striker. What did Havertz do the other day?
Fall over himself. He tackled himself.
I didn't even notice him on the pitch. I
He
didn't even
tackled
notice.
himself, like Jason Gooder put it. When he fell over the ball over the right hand side, I was like, "What's that Havertz that fell over himself? Did he put on more muscle and get even more clumsier?" I didn't think it was possible that he could get more clumsy than he already did. And I told the boys this last night on Jordy Dread TV. Right, I really think Arteta really wanted to sub Havertz out at halftime. He's trying to play him in, but he's trying to play him into form, Waffle.
Right.
Yeah? And then at the 66th minute, when he took out Saka, when he took out Declan, and he took out another player, I think he wanted to take Havertz out then.
Yeah.
But he played him 79 minutes, bro. He's the only player that played over 66 minutes. He played him 79 minutes. He's trying to play him into form because rumor is he scored in the 2-0 win against Watford behind closed doors. So if Havertz keeps banging in preseason goals, then Arteta is building a case, even if Gyökeres joins us next week. Hey, Havertz has scored in every preseason game. He is confident he's this, so he can start him on August 17th.
So he wants to prove he wants to prove his signing that this could never go right for Arteta then if that's the case then, because imagine Gyökeres comes in and he starts banging straight away and he becomes a fan favorite. He's already claiming that number 14 top already.
Brother, he's already a fan favorite, brother. He's already the first goal that he scores, especially at home. I tell you what, these damn Arsenal fans that already made a chant for Madueke, they better have a chant ready for Glock 14. Yeah, they better. Have you heard the Madueke chant, brother? They've made one.
Serious.
Yeah, they made one. Big up to Jason Good says, realistically, how many more signings we need to make? This a good one. So
that's a good question.
It's a great question. Yeah. Right now, the transfer window is a 3-4 for me. I've explained it with the 3 categories of, depth, replacements, and additions. A couple more additions will make it a good one for me because right now, a couple more additions will turn it into a 5-6, possibly a 6-7. Another creative midfielder, a la Eze, and an upgrade on left wing. So I think we need 2 more minimum. I don't think we need any more defensive signings. Do you?
Do you know what?
80% chance. Okay, big up Godfrey. I hear it.
We've so we've got Calafiori on the left and we've got Miles. So just forget that. Remember, I said that I favour Calafiori more as a centre back. I think not just signings, but I think we need to let some players go as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think they're very good squad players either. Some of the players that, if you want to have a squad, then have a squad of quality. Players like Zinchenko, Vieira, who's the other one at midfield? What's his name?
The guy that came back from loan, the Belgian.
Yeah.
Oh, Sambi.
Yes, Sambi. All of these players, I don't think they're good enough for Arsenal. So I think we need to replace these players with, I'm not saying top players, but slightly better players. I don't think we need to spend big money, I just think we just need to be smart. What do you think?
Yeah, I've always said we don't need a big window necessarily. We need the right window, yeah, because we can go sign Lamine Yamal. That's the big window. Well, that's not our weakness. We don't need a damn right winger. We can go sign 2 more center backs. So no, we have 2 of the best center backs in the world. We don't need many more center backs. We need an upgrade in the spots that we are weak, which is okay. We've upgraded on the striker. Fair play. It's taking forever. Okay, but yeah, we need another creative player. If the manager not going to play Ethan minutes that we expect him to play Ethan, and the left wing is very, very, very,
very weak.
Poor, man. Our left wing is poor. We're gonna call it what it is. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
So is Trossard staying then? So Trossard and Martinelli, they're going to be staying, and Madueke is just going to be coming off the bench for either, depending on how Arteta feels that day. Is that essentially how it's looking?
Yeah, I think Trossard goes. I don't think we go into a season with both of them, honestly. I really think Trossard goes. I think he is going to end up at Fenerbahce. Yeah, I do. And if that happens, then that will give more credence to the fact that Madueke might get more left wing play. More play on the
so what happens to the right then? Because Saka's not going to play every single minute of every game.
So what will happen is when Madueke starts, he'll play left wing. When Saka comes off, then he goes over there. You know, you'll see him do like that. You know what I mean? So he will start Madueke, Gyökeres, Saka. Saka comes off in the 67th, 75th minute. Madueke goes to the right, and Martinelli comes on the left.
Yeah.
Or Jesus
See,
comes on the left.
this is just crazy. Then this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So let me just choose a starting 11 quickly. So Reyes in goal, Timber right. The centre backs choose themselves. Left back Skelly. Midfield Zubi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli.
To start, yeah.
Now, when I just rolled out those names, how do you feel about that? Is there something missing, or you think it's a decent team, or
it's a decent team to compete, but I'm tired of competing. Right? We're tired of the C word, the competing and the challenging. I'm tired of that. Like I told Jason Guna, we need to go down the alphabet and go down to the W. It's time to win. Like even yesterday on the when Dubs was on, after hyping up the Isak thing, and he's saying, okay, we're signing all these players and we're going to win. And when it was the Arsenal segment, Cav started to speak and said, this is good enough to challenge. This is good enough to challenge. So when it was my turn to speak, I highlighted those differences. So you see, when Dub speak, he's speaking about winning. When you speak, you're speaking about challenging. We need to change the dynamic. It's time to win. Like, we've challenged enough. We've competed enough. Now it's time to win. I don't think that lineup that you rolled out there is good enough to actually win. Hence, upgrade on the left wing. The problem is Arteta thinks Madueke is the upgrade on the wing. But the numbers and the eye test that I put on Madueke over the past 2 seasons, I don't see it. I don't see it. The times that he has looked good on the left wing, it's never been in club football. It's been international football for England. And he has looked good on the left-hand side. However, those games against Moldova and Gibraltar and shit, it's not, the coefficient in those and in England, bro, you're playing against Moldova, you're going to have, space and time, because they're not going to leave Harry Kane. Saka's on the other wing. You're going to have space on the left to cook. You know what I mean? So I don't put much stock in him cooking for England on the left-hand side, because international football, Premier League football at the highest level is just not the same thing. But
if you put Rodri, if I said Rodrigo, Gyökeres, and Saka now as your front three, now you're starting to sweat and you're starting to get excited. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to do the Hulk Hogan and rip your shirt off and all that kind of stuff. R.I.P. to Hulk.
Yeah, R.I.P. to the Hulk. Yeah, because that's the thing. That makes defenses nervous. That makes Gyökeres, Saka, Rodrigo will make defenses nervous, because any one of those players can kill you.
Listen, the sugar rush just got to me when I just mentioned that, man. Seriously, my head's getting hot and everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I want to. Jason Good put a comment in here earlier that started to say, if we get Eze, it doesn't have to take game time away from Ethan. Just big up yourself, my brother. But I hate this sentiment. I hate it. And this is why I hate it. Liverpool are signing Isak. If they sign Isak, no Liverpool fan is complaining where Ekitike going to play, my brother. None. Not one of them. And none of them complaining where Szoboszlai or McAllister is going to play when they signed Verts. It's quality depth. I want Ethan. I want Eze. I want to be able to sit Declan Rice in a game against City and still have a strong team when you play Zubimendi and 2 attacking players. Because if we're playing Man City away and the lineup comes out and it's Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze in our midfield, and it's Saka, Gyökeres, Madueke, or Rodrigo, I meant. Brother, I'm going into that game, but okay, I'm expecting us to score. Yeah, I'm expecting us to score, and our defense is better than theirs. I'm expecting us to score. So you put 2 and 2 together, I'm expecting us to beat them. That's the kind of feeling I want to get going into Arsenal game. Not worried about if Ethan is going to play those 90 minutes, because Ethan is going to get his game. We're playing a lot of football this year, a lot. So I don't the minutes thing, and the other point is that's Arteta's job. Manage the minutes, brother. You have
exactly, and Ethan can come on the play on the right as well. It's not he doesn't have to just play as a 10.
Yeah,
Eze is just an extra layer to our squad. Yeah, quality to our squad. That's what we need. We need players coming off the bench that are quality. I don't care whether they listen. If players want to come to Arsenal, you know, and fight for their place, you know, maybe we get more out of Odegaard because Odegaard's got Ethan right now, and he's probably thinking, "Sit down, little boy. You know, wait your turn. You know, because I'm Arteta's favourite. Arteta's always going to play me unless I really, even when I injure myself, you're still might just get a big part. So I just think that as a club and as fans, we shouldn't worry about whether this player is going to hurt this player right now. Yeah, we just need to get in the quality. Yeah, worry about all of that afterwards. Get the players in, then worry about who's playing where and who's getting game time after. I tend to think that as fans, we always remember it always used to be back in the day. Oh, this person's killing this person's killing that person. I don't care. Kill them. I want them in. Yeah, I want them competing. Even with Saka's position, I want man coming in to compete with him. Yeah, I want man coming because you know what, you're going to get the best out of Saka. Even though Saka's a baller, you're going to get more out of Saka. Yeah,
and if you get more out of Saka, then he becomes world class. Because if Saka raises his level any 10%, 20%, bang, he's there. 20 goals.
Exactly.
Because his level is already high in a system that really doesn't attack. He plays in a system that likes to control and recycle the ball. So if he takes his game to any other level, then we're going to get the Saka that we think we can unlock. I actually agree with Godfrey. Say he might leave late in the window. Yeah, I don't think Trossard. He's looking at Madueke because Jason Gooden says, you know, Madueke will be starting left wing. He's looking at There's no way Trossard is going to be sitting third choice left wing, third in the depth chart in a World Cup year. He will not make that Belgian squad playing those minutes behind Martinelli.
So, but are they gonna pick him for playing?
He plays now
in Turkey.
I mean, who's the starting left wing for Fenerbahce? I don't know. I would surmise Trossard fancies himself against whoever.
No, he'll be playing for them all day. He's a Premier League player. Yeah, he gets that team.
Because Trossard does have tech. Like someone, I think he was the assembler that asked the other day that said, with Gyökeres coming in, that would force. Does he think he could force Havertz out wide? I said, I better not want to see that. I do not want to see that because as bad as Madueke is, at least he's a winger, right? He is a winger. He doesn't have the wing skills of a Madueke, and he doesn't have the tech of a Trossard. So I don't want to see Havertz nowhere near out wide. I need him in the 9 whenever Gyökeres isn't playing. Okay, that's the only place he has anything to the team. Big up to Yasser the tax man.
Big up Yasser, man.
Salam, bro. Big up to you, my bro. Big up to you, myself. The assembler said, I think that question, would I be right to think that Blunderman has strengthened the bench? Has he strengthened the bench? So we've Norgard replacement for Jorginho. Mascara. I guess you can say Mascara is an addition.
Yeah.
Tamiyasu goes. Yeah, so he's strengthening the bench from a defensive posture. Mascara is a.
But what about from an attacking posture? So we've got Havertz as backup.
Yeah, I say Madueke. Yeah, Madueke is. So
but it's not that, is it? It's like that kind of okay.
Yeah. So, but we need to strengthen the attack by that. We go to Anfield. Match week 3 before the international break, bro. I do not want to go to the international break with that funky stench of a 3-0 at Anfield, bro. You know what I mean? We need to go there and make a good account of ourselves. I don't want to hear we haven't lost there in 3 years and all that and go there for another draw. At some point, we got to go win, man. We got to go win, man. Come on, Arsenal. Now, I got to ask you about that. Like the Liverpool fans are going mad and crazy, right? I don't know what to make of this, man. Do you think Liverpool bidded for Ekitike? All right. If they already had signed Isak earlier in the window, right? Do you think they still drop 79 M's on Ekitike? And the Liverpool fans in the chat.
No.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah. So it tells me that this is they've always wanted Isak, but didn't really think they could get him. That's why they bid for Ekitike. And then Isak made himself available, and they're like, oh well, we just dropped 79 M's, but we're still going to sign him. I know. It's
Well, I don't know what Liverpool just moving mad right now. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I think someone said it when I was watching the show yesterday, that the plan for Ekatike came forward, so they just, hey, make sure you go and subscribe to my boy D-Man TV. Yeah, I know a lot of you don't subscribe to people when I ask you to, man, but please, this brother, yeah, one of the best hosts on YouTube, man. Please, please.
He is.
54 subs. Let's get him to 60 at least, people, man. Click on his name, D-Man TV. Wouldn't mind doing more shows with D-Man TV as we go forward, man. But definitely genuine. Make sure you go and subscribe, like up his videos as well. He's got a few videos up on there already. Yeah, so as I was saying, Ekatike, I don't know if they would have went in for him, you know?
Yeah. Because I asked them yesterday, and they seemed to think so. And I did ask the question when the unfortunate events of the.
They were talking to him though, wasn't they? They were talking to him early in the year, isn't it?
Yeah, but I really think they thought that Isak was really not for sale. They didn't expect him to unofficially hand in a transfer request because I don't. But here's the thing though: if Diaz and Nunes goes. From what I'm hearing, Ekatike can drift out wide and play left, and I've seen Isak drift out wide and play left. Then it makes sense, because then at some point during the season, you will see a front line of Ekatike, Isak, and Salah. But that frightens me. I'm not gonna lie. That frightens me with words and grabbing words.
Do you think Isak is actually going to go to Liverpool? Do you think it's a done deal, or do you think there's going to be more twists and turns and Newcastle just getting on stank and? No, just because Newcastle are going to want a certain price. Yeah, they're not going to like waver. You know, if Newcastle Liverpool come in with 120 bids, they're going to say, "Go away, come back." Yeah, we want closer to 150, or we want. You know what I'm saying?
I think they pay it.
You think they pay it?
I think they pay it. Sky Sports reported yesterday that because Liverpool has spent so frugally over the past 4 years, they can spend £500 million and still within PSR. Yeah, they can spend up to £500 million, and that's without the sales of Darwin and so they'll pay it. Yeah. The fact that Liverpool were able to win the league and put themselves into this position, and with PSR, right, they can afford him. They can afford to pay him. When they said that, my jaw dropped. That's when I said, yeah, he's going there. Because Isak is 26 and he's looking, okay, this is probably my last big contract.
Yeah.
I don't want to sign my last big contract and appease the Newcastle fans and cost myself a chance to play in the Champions League. And right now,
and he's got them into the Champions League. Let's be right, yeah. Carabao Cup, he's got them there. So, they, appreciate him, and I haven't seen anyone slagging him off or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it hurts, innit, to see, a striker that you've come to love. It's like Henry when he left and stuff like that.
They're gonna pay it. They're gonna pay it. They're gonna pay it. They're gonna drop that money. Nah, they're not gonna get fleeced and taken to the shops. But the fact that Isak now, Liverpool now know, Newcastle now know that his head is turned. They're not in a position to turn down 130. If Liverpool drop 130 on the table, they're gonna have to accept that, or they're gonna have a player who doesn't want to be there. So I think he goes there.
The issue for me is that this has to be a quick turnaround because players are looking at their clubs now, prospective clubs, where they're going to be playing next season. Obviously you've got the likes of Chelsea, big up to Yasser as well. They're still looking to strengthen in certain areas. I don't know how many more players Man City need, but Man City are greedy. They're always going to be looking to sign someone. Newcastle need to know that they've got their money and they can go out and buy players like, I don't know, Wissa and Mateo, Sesko. They need to have that guarantee quickly because these players are on the market now, and they want to know where they're playing their football next season. And we're in July now. We're coming to the end of July now. When does the season start? August 17th
for us. Yeah,
August. So that's what,
3 weeks away. 22 days. 23 days. Yeah.
So we're getting to the. I know it's open to the 1st of September, but players want. They have to tell the carers or the the dinner ladies or whoever. Listen, we're moving to London. I'm bringing you lot over there. Yeah, they need to give their passports and immigration and all that kind of stuff. People need to do what they need to do right now.
Yeah. Big up to Jason Gooder suggested, but BBK, we complained last year when Ethan didn't play, and we don't want him to play. No. I complained because he didn't play enough. I didn't. Yeah. It's not a matter. So he only played 809 minutes last year. 809. I think his skill and what he showed him with all the injuries last year, with all the injuries that we use as an excuse why we didn't win the league, he was available and didn't play. So I wanted him to play 5,000 minutes. But I think he deserved more than 800 minutes, is what I'm saying. And but fair challenge.
No, but he's right as well. Two things are right at the same time. There were times when he could have played Ethan in that 10 position, but he opted not to. He played players like Marino in that position. I think we wasted a lot of games with not playing Ethan, even like towards the end of the season, the last few games, they only brought him on again. They only let him play against Southampton. I just thought that was weak sauce from the manager. Yeah, big up to D-Man again.
Yeah, big up to D-Man. Yeah, he said, now, Mr. Barrett, I didn't see the interview, so I can't speak on it. Like, I don't even think he speaks any English. I speak enough Spanish, but I haven't seen the interview. So when I see it, if he says
that guy's tall, He's tall,
he's a unit. He is a unit. Madueke, we get a lot more game time than people think. Now, but that's what I'm saying, D-Man. The manager has to manage the minutes. So if he gets a lot more minutes than we think because Saka comes off at the 75th minute when the game is done, I love it. Because I don't want to see the boy limp off again.
But what if Saka's not playing well, though? What if Saka's having a stink?
Hey, there you go. Hook him. He's not going to play 38 bangers. So hook him, Or don't even play him for some games. You know what I'm saying? Manage the minutes. That's all I'm asking to manage the squad. I think they do because they have a lot of lost Jota. Probably Nunez will be sold, so they get both. He goes there, but I don't think the water is sour right now at Newcastle for him to go back there and say I'm sorry. He is gonna leave, and I don't think he goes to any other Premier League team. I don't think he's gone to Saudi. He doesn't play Champions League football there. He's not gonna leave Newcastle where he's gonna play Champions League football to go to a Champions League football team. So United fans can
show him. Liverpool. He's always wanted Liverpool.
I see a lot of United fans going around talking about Isak to United. Better shut up.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up. Please.
Shut up with that. That is not happening. TK and Isak. It is a frightening front line. I'm not gonna lie. Link up show soon come. Yeah, man. Big up to D, man.
100% D, man. My brother.
Big up to Gary from Don't Waste the Trip.
Big up, Gary, man.
Bro. Big up to Dre FC again. Say Rodrigo, Ekatike, Isak, Words, and Salah. Yeah, so 500 million can get that.
That's causing me stress.
Yeah, that is stress. This is the English. This is an English version of Galactico. The only thing is, okay, this guy is 32 going on 33. So maybe he has a year left, maybe 2 years.
Super team. Then that's like a Real Madrid, isn't it? It's like a Real Madrid of England, isn't it?
That's good. Now, to the Liverpool fans, big up to all of you. You're doing your thing yet. But one of the reasons why I started doing content, right? Last year, after Real Madrid won the Champions League, and they signed the best player on the market available in Mbappe, I said, you know what? Real Madrid just won the Champions League, but that's what they signed the best player. They're not going to win shit next year. And I got laughed at and beer thrown on me. Now, if there were a world where Liverpool does all this apps, break the transfer record twice in one window, they will. If Isak is a Liverpool player, they will have broken the transfer record twice in one window. Has that ever happened? Someone can fact check me. I don't think that's ever happened.
I don't think it has.
Is there a world when they do all this and don't win?
Yes, there is a world, actually. There is a world because...
So there's pressure there.
Yes.
Unprecedented pressure.
The mad thing is, Taryn, is that, and I'm not forcing this on anyone or putting it on anyone, players get injured.
Mm-hmm.
So you might bring in the most expensive player in your club, and they get injured first game. Next thing, they're out for 10 games or something like that. As I said, I'm not putting it on anyone. Could happen to us, could happen to Gyökeres, could happen to anyone. And then now that player's playing catch up now, especially in a new league. They've not really, and this is a new league for these guys as well. Yeah, people seem to be forgetting, that players that are coming into a new league are going to just hit the ground running. That's what we expect in it. We're expecting, but we don't know this. We don't know how they're going to figure out new defenses. We don't know how defenses are going to react to them. We just don't know how it's going to be. We can just go by paper right now, players on paper. And as it is right now, players on paper, you have to say that Liverpool look the best team in the league. No one's talking about Man City because of their defense, but they will slap up teams as well because they got good players. People forget that Liverpool have Haaland. I'm sorry, City have Haaland. Yeah, people forget about Haaland. All of a sudden now, 50-goal season or whatever, Haaland has been forgotten about. He can't play in Pep's system. He can't create. He can't do this. He still scores goals, bruv. He still scores goals in big games.
Yeah, he does.
Have we forgotten about City, people? Yeah. I haven't. Yeah. You'll be a fool to forget about City.
Absolute fool. The look at this shit right here. LFC Monster. Look at this shit right here. The Scouts Galacticos. Yo, the chess. Oh my days. LFC Monster. With the sport being the way it is, this is a chance for sure. We have that pressure now to back it up on the pitch. The pressure is unprecedented, my brother. And here's the thing. I've never seen in modern day time a team win the league and then go smash the transfer record, not even once, but to do it twice with the level of players. And here's what will happen to Liverpool if you don't win next year. What will happen is everyone will start the punch slap with you won with Klopp's players.
Yeah,
start to bring his own players in, right? His own signings, and start to think of it. Well, you won with Klopp's team. What can you do with your team? Because we've seen it with Arteta and all these other managers. But a world exists where the pressure will be so much, and the team will be, it is a new team, and that's why I think Liverpool knows that it's a new team. That's why they got most of their signings in early, so they can start to gel.
Yeah, exactly.
We've done that before. VVD, most expensive defenders. Alisson, most expensive goalkeeper at the same time of the transfer.
But where Liverpool have the advantage is they have players with know-how, and they've got world-class players as well. Yeah, and I'm telling you, that combination, can only give you success. That combination right there, know-how and world-class experience, can only give you success, man.
Yeah, I hear it. This comment he was the most expensive defender at the time, but I'm talking about like transfer record in general, Mr. Batter. Like in general, you about to smash it twice. Defender and goalkeeper. Because these were gaping holes in your squad at the time. You needed this, and that's why you risk selling Coutinho to fill these gaping holes. There aren't any gaping holes in Liverpool squads right now.
Didn't Chelsea do it? Because they got Enzo and they got Caicedo, but I think that's two different seasons, isn't it?
It was the same season, but I'm saying I've never seen a Premier League champion do it.
Sorry.
I've never seen someone win the league and smash the transfer record not once but twice. Chelsea, they were trying to. And the thing with Chelsea, that was a deal that they had to do. When Roman sold the team, part of the sales agreement, they had to spend a certain amount of money within a certain period of time. That's why they went and bought all those players. Big up to Christopher Hosking, said, have Liverpool cracked the Newcastle owner yet? Because Eddie Howe has been removed from his transfer at PIF and taken over Isak now. Oh, Jesus. Newcastle is a complete mess right now. They went from a finishing the season in Champions League spot and flying high, looking to add to the squad. Someone said yesterday in the chat on Specs channel, like, Isak looked around and saw Newcastle adding man like Ilanga and was like, nah, this ain't good enough for me.
The crazy thing about this notion, that you can win a Carabao Cup and FA Cup and it starts makes you to
winning culture and all that. To build culture. And all that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to question that, because I've seen Newcastle and it's kind of gone backwards for them. Their big striker wants to move on. Newcastle decided that, they're gonna do we can't spend money thing. We can't afford you to pay you higher. I just don't like that model. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't respect it.
Yeah, and that feeds into the question that the assembly asking: if Isak leaves, who do Newcastle get to replace him? Like, I think it is the big void to fill. It is. I think they can look at Sesko and Openda. Yeah, and I think.
What about Mateta? Everyone's sleeping on Mateta for a couple of seasons, 1-2 seasons. Powerful.
Yeah, Mateta. Yeah, Mateta. That's a shout. That's a shout. I won't turn my nose up at that, you know. But I think they've already been linked to Sesko, and RB Leipzig knows now that no one is going to pay the prices that they were asking for Sesko. So now they have to come back down to earth and realize no one's going to pay that, and they might.
What about DCL?
Yeah, he could go there. I want to see that. I'm here for that. I want him to show up in his skirt and his little man bag. Yeah, I'm here for it. Ooh, emergency stream when that happens. D-man specs ready. I will shoot you a link ASAP if that happens. But yeah, there are strikers out there that are quality that Newcastle can go sign. You know, the bigger pressure is on Arsenal. The pressure is on Pep at City. We handle our business on our side, one game at a time. Hey, Mr. Barrett, you are in a position to say whatever you want, my bro. At this point,
it always flips to us. You know what? It always flips to Arsenal. The pressure is on us. Do you know what? Respectfully, it is on us. You are right. You are right, but you are also under pressure as well because of the amount of money you've been spending as well. So just don't let us win that league next season, bro.
Yeah.
Especially with Gyökeres, yeah. Don't let us pinch that league next season.
Yeah. So yesterday I was talking the Arsenal segment. Kev was asking, specs through the hypothetical out there. Should we stop the medical right now that Isak's available and go get Gyökeres? And he asked me that, and I was like, brother, I rate Isak highly.
Yeah,
I think he sits at if you're listening, if there's a table and the best strikers in the world are sitting at there, you know, Haaland's there, Kane's there, Lewandowski's there, Mbappe's there. I think Isak sits at that table. I don't think Gyökeres sits at that table just yet. Then Cav, you know, jumped down my throat and was like, "What you mean he ain't at that?" I'm like, brother, I'm not going to put him at that table yet just because he's going to play for Arsenal. If he comes to the Premier League, if he comes to Arsenal and banks 30 goals, yes, then yeah, he's one of the best strikers in the world. I just don't think he's there yet. What do you think Gyökeres ranks in like world strikers? Do you think he sits at the big boy table with the rest of them, man, or he's in like the next tier?
Yeah, he's possibly in the next tier, yeah, because he's an unknown, isn't it? And then yeah, we have to do the thing of he's played in Portugal. But for me, if you play football and you score goals, man, do you know what I mean? That it shows you have something about you. And then people want to reference Nunez, and you know, Nunez just wasn't a success. When you look at Nunez as a player, he's got good things about him, but most of the stuff is just he's not a great player. You know, when you look at him, he's not a great player. He's a very good player. I've seen him score some beautiful goals.
Yeah.
But he reminds me of a little bit of not the way he plays, but Theo Walcott, where if he thinks too much, he makes the wrong decision. But instinctively, on the ball, bam, really good. But he does miss a lot of chances. I just don't think the two players are exclusively the same. I think Gyökeres is coming here with something to prove, while Nunez had a chance. I think Gyökeres is coming here hungry, angry of what the situation, what happened at Sporting. So can you imagine you come to the Premier League, yeah? Because you know Sporting are going to be watching you, innit? You know the owners are going to be watching you, wanting you not to even succeed at Arsenal, yeah? They're going to be like, well, you done this to us. I hope you don't do well. I've got the doll. I'm going to be stabbing the doll now, yeah? He comes into Arsenal and he starts banging goals, yeah? Everyone's going to start looking over their shoulder. Everyone's going to start looking around. Everyone's going to start asking questions because there was a quietness. When we got Gyökeres over the line, or we were getting closer to him, there seemed to be a quietness. Yeah. Did you notice that there was a quietness because the fans didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
Then you started getting the fans saying he's going to be a dud, he's going to fail, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just letting people talk, innit? I'm letting people talk, and this is the thing, yeah. Let people talk and let your football do the talking for you. And this is what I'm looking forward to. Gyökeres coming into the team.
I'm asking for 18 to 20 Premier League goals.
I want 25.
Is that enough? Am I being too
greedy?
Okay, you're greedy. Okay, I think 18 to 22. That's the
25.
With.
25. When we play them teams, yeah, where we're slapping them 2-3 goals, yeah. I want him to score 2 goals. I want him to score a hat trick in them games. I want his stats to be murder.
Yeah.
25. Look at Jason Gooner's comment. This is what I'm saying.
20 plus.
25.
So if you want 25 in the Prem, you're talking about damn near 40 in all comps then.
No, 25 in all comps, not 25 in the
No, I'm saying I want 18
comps.
to 22 Prem goals. Prem, 18 to 22. Because anything less than that, yeah, Havertz numbers. And I'm rating you highly. Because Havertz scored 13 in his first year with us. And if he didn't get injured last year, as much as I punch him up, he scored 23 and 9. So you give him 15 more games, he may have scored 5 or 6 more goals. That's 15. So I'm expecting Gyökeres, who I think is a better player than Havertz, a better striker than Havertz, clinical, more physical, faster, all this stuff. Yeah, I'm expecting 18 to 22 Premier League goals from you. And
how many did Isak score in his first season? How many did Isak score? About 9, 12 goals?
In his first season?
Yeah. He didn't score 14 or something?
I think he barely hit double digits in his first season, but he had some injuries that year.
Yeah.
But I think he's
so we're putting very high expectations on Gyökeres to produce.
Yeah. 18 to 22, brother. That's what I'm expecting you to come in and score for the Arsenal.
That's realistic.
He scored 10. Isak scored 10 his first season.
Yeah.
Then he scored 21 his second season. Yeah. So.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 23 last year. So.
Okay. So.
And that's why I put him. But big up to the Latvian Guna. Go on.
Big up, man. So we're expecting Gyökeres to come in to do what Isak done in his second season. Literally. In his third season. Because that's 23 goals, yeah?
Yeah, but I think we're better than Newcastle.
Yeah.
So yes, I am.
But if Mbeumo can score 20 goals, why can't our boys score 20?
Yeah, he scored 20. Yeah,
and that's league. Is that league? That's the league, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's league.
And Chris Wood.
Yeah.
18 or something around. Yeah, so.
Yeah. And Worcester scored 19 as a second. Worcester scored 19 as a second striker, all non-pens. Because Mbeumo took all the pens.
Non-pens.
Non-pens.
Yeah.
Worcester did that. So. Yeah, I'm expecting. I don't think 18 to 22. I don't think.
Yeah, that's realistic. That's not unrealistic. That's not unrealistic.
It's top 4 more or less now based on the summer business set for Pool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. I think Chelsea is closer to us than people think. I think like Kepa think we're way miles above Chelsea. I think Chelsea.
Hey, big up this brother Cape has Pauser, man.
Yeah, I don't think
big him up, man.
From him. So yeah, that's a
subscribe.
It's all to be see you and this damn C word, Kepa. I'm gonna X out to compete and say I want to win major trophies.
It's about building a team that compete for the majors every season. Hopefully, when you do,
we have a team that competes
to win and win. I think that was in when I spoke about the cups, isn't it? Like Newcastle, winning a cup, and then obviously, kind of digressed.
He do not want to hear this. I'm here for it. I am here for it, D man. I want to see that man put on some black and white. He might bang you 15 goals, man. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Chelsea are under pressure too. Yeah, Chelsea are under pressure, man. They lifted 2 trophies.
No one ain't giving Chelsea that though. No one ain't. Everyone's just going with the chill guys. Chelsea ain't under pressure. Chelsea haven't spent money. None of their players, no one's talking about Gittins. What's Gittins going to do? Everyone's talking about Madueke, yeah? Well, what happens if Madueke has a better season than Gittins? Do we have to start having conversations then?
Yeah.
Because you spent more on Gittins than you did Madueke. And all I've been hearing, to be honest, Gittins is young guy. He's only 20 years old, and the season in Germany he had was an excellent season. Yeah. But if he has a good season over here, big up to him. He's only 20 years old.
Man said he wants hat tricks versus the promoted teams. So Leeds at home. Yeah, man, the net need to be shaking every 5 minutes. Shake up net. 18 to 25 goals you should be able to get in the Premier. I'm sticking with 18 to 22. 25 goals is very difficult to do. Very, very difficult. It is the Premier League. If he comes in and start banging and teams decide, hey, we're going to lock up on Gyökeres, we're not going to let him beat us.
Yeah.
Then Saka his Saka numbers might spark, but then but pick your poison. That's why I want Eze in the team. That way, because here's the thing: Gyökeres is really good at taking the ball out the air. Zubimendi is really good playing balls over the top. Odegaard, most of Odegaard's passes are he can thread the needle, or it's that switch from the right side back post. But he's so good at taking the ball out the air and running at defenders, and I really respect that aspect of his game. Kai Havertz doesn't give us that, and he shoots from outside the box. He's not scared to put his laces on that from 25 yards. He scored 50 plus in all comps. I want some of that. That ain't the Premier League tax is gonna take that down, my brother. Premier League tax, it is a real thing. We can't call the Premier League the best league in the world and then completely ignore it when a striker comes from a different league. Mr. Batter, every team will raise their game another level against Liverpool this season. They want to be the team that beats them. 38 cup finals would be mentally draining. Yeah, but we've seen that. We've seen teams, but the thing is that Liverpool just keeps going. They huff and they puff and they keep going. And at some point you will break. We do it like against PSG. We did it for 20 minutes, then we had nothing left. Liverpool does not stop. They just keep going.
Relentless. Relentless. They've always been like that.
Yeah, that red wave. And I think a lot of the when that damn 20th minute hit at Anfield, if a team is under pressure, when Diogo when his number hits the clock, and that crowd just gets riled up, bro, it's gonna be another level of energy. They're gonna drag the ball into the net. I feel sorry for teams that go to Anfield without a good defense, especially if we get Eze and also create more. I hear that, but we have to get Eze. And right now, I'm not filled with confidence. I think Godfrey is the only one that's saying that we're getting Eze with a strong command about it. I don't think so. 30 in all comps. I hear it. 18 to 20, 25. I hear it. 10 league goals first season for Isak, but Wilson was the main striker. Okay. Fair enough. I do suspect a big season for Saka too. Yeah, big season. We're talking about 20 goals. Yes. Saka knows. Saka knows.
He's never hit. Has he ever hit 20 goals?
No, he's never hit 20. But I think now.
Are you not expecting numbers from Martinelli as well? 10 to 12?
I think 10 to 12, but that's still below his 2023 levels. I think the 2023 season was his peak when he gave us 16. I think I think that was his ceiling, man. I really don't. Exactly. Cup finals for the Aussies. They think they are cup finals. Just another league game, in my opinion. We will play the cup games as cup games. No, but there is a point there. When Liverpool turn up to Ellen Road, Leeds are going to play them differently than they would play against the West Ham. Is I think what the assembly is saying. Like, you're going to get every team's best shot, right? When Liverpool go to the Stadium of Light, they know, and that's a big stadium. But how did they afford that in such a big stadium? Man, that's a massive stadium,
They were in a lot of debt. Some of them were a lot in debt. But it's big, man.
Yeah. For as poor as Odegaard was last season, he created 30 big chances and Havertz wasted about 8 of them. Gyökeres can cook.
This is what do you see this point here? Sorry, I have to talk on this point
Go on.
Because I am, and I'm gonna put my neck on the line right here. I think Odegaard's gonna click with Gyökeres next season. I think we're gonna see the old Odegaard from seasons gone. Last season was a myth. I think Odegaard's back. I personally think seeing that striker in front of him, seeing Saka, seeing Zubimendi, I just think I think he's going to be back next season. And you know what? Click this. Hold it to the end of the season. I don't care. I think Odegaard's back. I do think he's back.
You know what I think? What I think would light a fire up Odegaard's ass?
Is it?
This right here in the number 10 shirt. Yeah. This would make him click, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I really think if Eze and Odegaard, because the preseason game was the first time. I think it was my first. I don't know if you've seen it before, and I forgot when Saka and Ethan was on the pitch at the same time in the preseason game. It was refreshing to see.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So that flick up and volley off the left foot that Ethan. Who else in our squad can do that type of play? Has the gall to even try that? Maybe a Jesus, but he'll sky it. because Jesus actually has tech.
Yeah.
But no one else in the squad has that type of tech. And to see it was refreshing to see, okay, you cannot double up on Saka if you want to. This young kid can run at you. He's very direct and all that. Yeah. I want to see Odegaard on the pitch with Eze. That wouldn't fill me with confidence because I've seen Odegaard being marked out of games. So, okay, if they're on the pitch together, you try to mark him out the game, then Eze all of a sudden has freedom to run.
This is what I'm saying, man. We need to like forget about, you know what I mean, all celebrating Gyökeres now. We need to just get on the ball and just get Big E, get EZ in, man. Get him in.
Yeah.
EZ.
Yeah.
EZ.
Yeah. Going into the international break, you know, it's gonna be a barn burner for that show because we're going to Anfield match week 3. These Liverpool fans, they're gonna be in here with their foot on their necks, or these men are gonna be hiding. But either way, it's going to be a massive game on August 31st. We will be better with Big Vic up front, says Organ Gunner. Big up that Rice, or Zubi. I think this team cooks. I think this midfield cooks. I'm not worried about our defense. I've said it a million times. Not worried about our defense. You know, you put Rice in front of that back four and you let these two guys cook. I've seen Eze cook being the only creative spark in a Crystal Palace team. You give him a bona fide striker, you know, some good wingers, and another fucking attacking player next to him, man. He'll do a mad one. On paper, Liverpool are walking away with the league, but VARs will play a role in how the season pans out. In my opinion, Liverpool should win the league, but City, Arsenal, etc. won't lie down. So Liverpool are my hands-on favorite. I don't think that's a crazy take. I think it's, the matter of fact, the most sensible take you can make. You know, Liverpool are favorites. I think City are right there. Right now, I got us as a wild card. What you saying, Waffe? I think we're like a wild card. I don't think no one will be surprised if Arsenal finishes second next year.
Yeah.
Or I can see us fifth, fourth, whatever, wild card. Anywhere in that bandwidth, but Liverpool are my favorites as of this moment. Without
100%.
If there are any Liverpool fans that disagree that you are favorites, I'm gonna call you a big C word.
But they're confident anyway. They know they're confident as well. So.
Yeah, the C word I'm gonna call them is not confident though. If they shy away from it, the C word I'm gonna call you is the big coward. Say it with your chest.
Let me address this, yeah, because every time I see this guy, big up to boy Tendy, he's always moaning about something. He's always like misreading what someone's saying. So what I meant by celebrating Gyökeres, let's pay attention. What I meant is we've done our celebration now, yeah? Let's go and get some more players. It's not a case of like, oh, do you know what? Gyökeres, do you know what I mean? I've already spoken. If you've watched this whole stream, I've spoken highly of Gyökeres. I want him to start. I want him to bang goals next season. But I just don't think now is the time to stop. Yeah? This is the thing with Arsenal fans, is that we get a shiny new toy, we sit there, we stare at it, you know, we get the cloth, we're rubbing the shiny new toy to look at it shining, whilst all others, are buying 10s, 3, 4, 5, 6 shiny new toys. This is what I'm saying. Have a happy moment, but now we have to go hard. Liverpool, how much do they pay on Ekatike? They still want Isak. They still want Isak.
We're gonna get him too.
Yes, be happy with Gyökeres, but don't be comfortable. This is what I'm saying. I don't want to be comfortable. I want more players in, and that's the message I'm trying to say to us fans. We need more because we are going up against an absolute beast next season, and I don't think we have a good enough squad to maybe to compete, but not to win.
Yeah. With the Rodrigo thing off the table now, even if we get a Eze with Zubimendi and Gyökeres, and I look at Liverpool, they've had a better window. They've had a way better window, and if they're better than us, they won the league, so they're already better.
They've got world-class players, Taron. They've got world-class players. How many world-class players have we got?
I don't think we have any.
No, seriously.
I don't think we have any. I think we have really good players. I don't think we have any.
World class?
No.
Didn't he win a title with The Spanish team.
I think there's one world-class DM in the Premier League.
Rodri.
Mm-hmm. I'll grade hard when it comes to world class. I just don't throw it around on players.
Yeah, but there's tiers, man. We can talk about tiers though.
Yeah, so the world class tier, then you got quality players and all that stuff. But world class, I think Alisson is a world class goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I think Van Dijk is a world class center
What about our centre backs? I really think Gabriel's a world class centre back. But the problem is with that argument is that he hasn't won anything.
Right.
So that's the problem.
And that's where I am with it. I think Salah is a world class winger. So that's 3 world class players that they have in their squad already. Yeah. And I think Isak is a world class striker. That's 4. I think we have really good players, very good players. I'm not there are not many white wingers in the world I'm taking over ours. There are not many center backs in the world I'm taking over ours. There's not many right backs in this Premier. Matter of fact, I'm not taking any right back in the Premier League over ours.
So let me ask you a question then. If we win the league, say next season, or win the Champions League, do those players become world-class players?
Our center backs,
Does that label change?
Yeah, our center backs are world-class center backs. They deliver the title to Arsenal because it's going to be on their backs that we do it.
Yeah,
they're going to have to keep clean sheets out the ass.
So are we calling Kai world-class next season?
No. It's more than just the trophy in it because Mustafi won the World Cup, so
true.
So it's more than that, man. If you know. Without Isak, we are favorites. With Isak, overwhelming favorites. Yeah, I agree. I think Isak is a cheat code, bro. He's a cheat code. The Assemble said 23 last people. Make sure you are.
Let's get up to 25.
The Waffle Don name in the title. You can jump back and forth and make sure you won't miss anything. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the Waffle TV. Do you really think there's more players coming? Maybe. I'm at. I think one more. That's it. One more. There is
The thing is, Boy 10, is that we still need to get rid of some players as well. So I'm a bit touch and go with that. I don't know. I think Berta's going to want to bring in more players, but I'm not too sure. I hope we do. There is hope, but I'm not. I don't know 100%.
Yeah. A lot of things will change. A lot of things will change, man. Even mood will change. If we turn up at Anfield on August 31st and beat Liverpool with all that firepower in their squad, the mood in the entire YouTube space will change. It's going to be.
The thing is as well, though. Yeah, we're talking about the obvious players. Yeah, I've not heard anyone say about this midfielder. All I've heard is Eze. Surely there are better midfielders than Eze out there that we've not even mentioned.
Yeah, but Arsenal fans are big on this Premier League proven thing, and we have a guy who wears the number 10 who lives in London, wants to come to Arsenal. It just seems like a perfect fit. The same way, like you look at Isak and you say Liverpool is a perfect fit, it makes sense, and Liverpool go do it. Eze to Arsenal makes sense, but we don't have any faith in Arsenal that they're going to actually go do it because we typically go against the grain.
So there's no one else in the Premier League in that position that's as good as Eze. We just can't think to come to mind because remember Crystal Palace, they're not in the top 4 every season. They're not in the top 5. They won an FA Cup last season. But who there must be someone that comes close to Eze in the Premier League. Does Foden come close to Eze?
I don't think if you put Foden in that Crystal Palace team, they win the FA Cup to him. No. I don't. I think Foden is a really good player when the team is playing well. I don't think if you put Foden in Arsenal when Arsenal were dead, he can carry us the way Saka carried us. Or if you put him in Chelsea, he could carry Chelsea the way Palmer carried them. I think Foden is really good with other players around him but if the team is struggling, he's not the one to lead you. I don't think so.
I can't think of any other 10s. I can't think of any other 10s. Madison.
You're not going to be able to name 5 creative midfielders in the Premier League and not get to Eze.
Not get Eze.
There's not many better than him. He's really good, man. There's a reason why he's an England international. Not even Grealish, not Madison, none of them. I'm taking Eze over all of them. I think City will struggle if Rodri is still kind of cropped. But if he isn't, when he plays, they win.
Yeah.
So, look, man, I just don't believe there are more players coming in from here. Hopefully Eze, but I'm not banking on it. So I'm running.
Yeah. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, I don't
definitely agree with you.
But I mean, if the window closes with this squad, then we can pretty much okay, it's another top 4 season for us.
How confident are you in? So, what out of 1 to 10 scale? How confident are you in with us bagging Eze? What's 5. Your confidence rating?
5.
Sorry, would you say 5?
5. Yeah.
Oh, that's not great, That's not great.
Because if we had sewed up Gyökeres in an efficient fashion, this still is going on for 2 months now, brother. And this is a guy who openly wants us and burned the bridge where there's only one place that he wanted to go. There are other teams that could possibly go for Eze. Bayern Munich, there are other teams.
Yeah.
If it was just us in formal link with him, I could hear it. But another layer where I can't go any higher is that Liverpool are linked with Guehi. And Tottenham are linked with Wharton. I don't think they're going to lose all 3 of those players going into Europe. That would be irresponsible for Palace to sell their best 3 players.
But hold on. Sorry, hold on. What about Morgan White? Morgan Gibbs White.
Or Gibbs White from Palace.
Is he still? Is it not? Is he still subject to going to Spurs?
Yeah, the noise around him has cooled down since the owner filed a lawsuit against Daniel.
So
Levy.
They might go in for Eze then.
Yeah, they might.
And where does that leave us?
Yeah, there you go. So that's what I'm saying. We have to go. So we got to go lock him. I'm more worried about Liverpool getting Guehi first.
Why?
If we go get Eze, then all of a sudden,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's a real thing. Konate is. I don't know if Konate is signed or he hasn't. I just don't think Palace wants to sell Eze, Guehi, and then go play in a Community Shield against Liverpool without both of them. Then it's a question of game, brother. That's the curtain raiser to start their season. They do not want to put the ball up their net 6 times because it won't be a case of who wins. It's a matter of how many.
Yeah,
it would be brother. It's their best center back and their best creative outlet. No, they can beat City without Eze, but they damn sure can't beat this Liverpool machine. And they're going into Europe as well, so it's not even just one game. They're going into Conference League or Europa, whichever one that the Court of Arbitration has put them in. But it's go get them.
I agree with this. Mac 10. McAllister.
Available. He's not available, brother.
World class.
Oh, I'd say Maka is world class too. Nah.
No. Nah. World Cup, Premier League.
He scored 5 goals.
Has he got Champions League as well?
Nah, really good player. He scored 5 goals.
Have you seen some of the goals? Have you seen some of the goals? But do you know what? He's one of them players, that he makes Liverpool tick as well, bro. You don't always see him but when you do see him in flashes, he's lethal. Some of them goals he scored last season, I know he did score many goals, but some of them goals last season were crazy, bro. Some of them 30-yarders.
I don't know, man. Is he better than Vitina?
Coutinho?
Vitina from PSG.
No, hell no. But isn't one a 10 and one a progressive midfielder?
I mean, but if you have a world-class 10, you don't go sign Verts now, do you?
True.
I think Szoboszlai plays the 10 more than he does.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Wahaha.
Oh, look, Wahaha says McAllister is Liverpool's best player. Everyone's saying McAllister is world class.
Did Mo Salah retire or something?
No, they're saying I think they've centre midfielder or attacking.
You said their best player.
What's happened to Salah, Liverpool fans?
Yeah, he must have retired or something. If McAllister is their best player, Mo Salah must have retired.
What's going on?
So he's a CDM. Yeah, okay, but he wears the number 10 shirt. I'm just saying, brother. I just don't. I think he's good. I think he's quality. I just don't throw the world class around like that. I just don't. Yeah. Maybe I'm just old. I'm the old guy. I'm just the get off my lawn dude. I just don't think he's quality, but I just don't think he is. If you're listening,
does he start for Arsenal? Does he start for City? Does he start for Chelsea?
He doesn't start for City if he's the CDM. No, Rodri starts for City.
But he's not a CDM though. No, Thingy's the CDM. What's his name? The Dutch guy.
Oh, Gravenberch.
He's the CDM.
Yeah, I'll say he's a CDM. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't even have a position nailed down. So he's like a Bernardo Silva. He can play. He's a classic CM. You take out the D, and he's a CM, a classic CM.
Yeah, he's a CM.
A really good one. Just don't think he is world class. No, I don't think he walks into any world class means you become
he's
available.
An 8. He's an 8. You're saying he's an 8. He's an 8.
See? Well, CDM is not an 8. So even in this tiny chat of 20,
he's not a CDM. Gravenberch is a CDM.
But what
he's
I'm saying, look at this comment from Dal. We can't even agree on his position. We know where Mo Salah plays. We know where Saka plays. We know where Van Dijk plays. These are world-class players. There is no doubt of cloud around if we can narrow down your position, then you're a really good player. You can't just be saying world-class, man. Right?
Sorry, let me just ask these guys, what is his world-class attributes? I've already spoke that he's great shooting.
Mr. Batter said he walks into any team, in every team. So he starts at City. He starts at City over Rodri.
Hell no.
Mr. Batter, does he start overseas? Does he walk? I mean, I'm saying, as his name has ever been on a Ballon d'Or list. Like, what am I missing?
It's true though. No, that's a good point.
Maka is an 8. So Dallas saying he's a 6. You're saying he's an 8, but he wears the number 10. So what are we doing?
What we doing here, guys? Man, seriously, man. What are we doing here?
I don't know. Like I said, I think he's a fantastic player. But brother, like, is that the World Cup thing? Everyone is because there are too many men claiming that World Cup thing.
Yeah, they're glazing the World Cup.
Too many men claiming that World Cup thing, bro. I'm hearing men using the World Cup thing, the proper Primero and the Butcher and Di Maria, bro. He was.
All right. Quick question. Is he better than Cole Palmer? If he's not better than Cole Palmer, then because I think Cole Palmer's world class, by the way.
Is Maka better than Cole Palmer?
Who?
You're asking if McAllister is better than Cole Palmer?
Yeah.
No.
Is that a funny question?
No. I'm saying no. I think Cole Palmer is a better player. But Cole Palmer is an attacking 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, how thinks he is?
Oh?
He thinks he's better than Cole Palmer.
Oh, I love this. This is a great conversation. He's a classic CM. Right, but he doesn't start over Rodri. He walks into any team. I disagree, Mr. Barrett. I do. I don't think he walks into PSG. I don't think he disperses Vitinha. I don't think he disperses Rodri. I don't. I really don't.
Is Maka better than Is he better than Odegaard?
Is he better than Odegaard? Yeah. He's better than Odegaard. Yeah, no cap there. You know, there is no cap there. He's a combination of 8. He can be all this, and that's what I'm saying. Classic CM, good player, great player. I just saved the world class for the very, very best. Right? Like there was never, if I threw out a name to you in the early 2000s, 90s, you knew there was no debate. If I asked you if Zidane was world class, there's no debate. Right? If I asked you if Thierry Henry, no, there's no debate. Actually, Mo Salah is world class. There's no debate. I just think there's a really good player. Not because a player you like a player and he's really good doesn't make him world class, isn't it?
But the thing is, though, this is what I'm saying, Taron, that you don't often, if you don't watch Liverpool, then you're not going to appreciate McAllister. But when I've watched Liverpool,
I watch him a lot.
McAllister, he's that cog. He's that guy in the team, that makes things happen. So the ball that goes to Salah, the ball that the shots. He's a very good player, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that he's a very, very good player. I just don't think he is world class. Was he better than Thiago?
Who's Thiago? Who did he play for?
Thiago Alcantara.
PSG.
No, Thiago Alcantara that played for Liverpool. But before he went to Liverpool, he was injured at Liverpool.
He was injured all the time, man.
Yeah, but that quality.
Not technically. No. Hell no. Come on, man. That's Barca DNA, bro.
Right. So
that's Barca DNA.
So those are the players that I consider world class. Being good as Rivera is a world class defender because of the World Cup tax, and that's what I'm saying. That so many people use the World Cup tax, right, bro. The Messi tax on that World Cup was heavy in it.
So do we agree that he's not world class. He's just a very, very, very good
we won't agree because most of the chat thinks that he is, and I say he doesn't. But it's like better.
What does he need to do to be world class though? In your eyes,
not everyone,
because he's winning stuff.
But not everyone is meant to be world class. That's one of the problems with the actual argument, because a player is good and they've shown, you're just a really good player. Not everyone goes to the Hall of Fame, right? If you lose the basketball analysis, some players are going to score a lot of points, going to win championships, but you're not going to go to the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is meant to be for the very best, the creme de la creme. I don't think McAllister right now is the creme de la creme, but I think he is really good. So that's what it is.
So big up to boy Tendio, yeah, because I actually agree with this shit, and I think my boy and our boy Gabriel is world class, because it's not always attached to winning things.
Yeah, I won't argue with that, because it's not always attached to winning things, because Harry Kane was crowned world class before he won anything, and no one can disagree that he was a world class striker.
There you go.
So it's not all about that.
So we do have a world class player in Gabriel.
I won't argue with that. I won't argue with that at all.
That's all good then. That's all good. I like that.
I won't argue that down a bit. It's kind of like if I say Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world and someone tells me, no, I think it's Courtois, you get no arguments for me, because I think both of them are, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're both world class.
Yeah. So, it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, he starts over Rice. I mean, I agree with that, but I don't think Rice is world class. So
some people think Declan Rice is world class though.
Yeah, and that's
him as world class.
And that's the thing though. What I'm saying is, if there is any kind of debate around it, I lean towards not, because no one, if you poll is Mo Salah world class, you will probably get a unanimous. It might be some salty United fans in there that say no, right? But the overwhelming majority. But if it's split 50-50, then no.
Did you say no? Did you say Salah isn't world class?
No, I'm saying if you poll people about a player and the vote is split 50-50, then no, you're not. But world class players, there is no debate around your name.
Yeah. There's no debate. Yeah, there's no debate.
Yeah. He starts over Olmo at Barca, but that's not saying much. I know Olmo played at Leipzig, bro. Olmo was not no Spanish top class player. Olmo is just like these.
Does he start over Pedri though? No way.
Yeah. See, there we go. Big up to Jordy Dread, the Jordy Dread TV.
Big up Jordy, my brother.
No, Jordy's been
Hey, Jordy was wicked yesterday. Man. I don't care what anyone says, man. You know what? Yeah, he came in and he was on fire last night. I love Scants as well, because Scants has got that. You know what I mean? He's calm with it, innit? But he can still, you know what I mean, wind up a few men. But I think we need to have a show about this, because we need to talk about certain players, innit? And maybe like give them, I don't know, a case of 10 players or something, because Liverpool have got world class players, no doubt.
Yeah, they got a bunch.
Goalkeeper, Virgil,
Salah,
Salah. Yeah, those are three. You're not going to hear an argument out of me. Wirtz, I think he's world class. I think he's world class already. I think he's a baller, bro. Yeah. Didn't you see him in the Euros?
Yeah, he's class, bro. He's top class. So the thing with me, right? Like, world class to me, I don't know the textbook definition of pornography, Abs, in the chat. I don't know it. But I know pornography when I see it. When you see some porn, you know it. When I see world class, I know it. So when people ask me what's your definition or top 3 in the world, none of that. None of that. I know it when I see it. When you saw Messi play, when you saw Salah play, you saw CR7 play, you saw R9 play, you saw Rivaldo play, you saw Ronaldinho play. You know it when you see it. Yeah. It's these new age modern day fans that want you to box a player in or attach the trophy, but then Harry Kane blows that narrative up. Or he has to be top 3 in his position. Well, what if that position is loaded? Then he's not top 3, right? Because right now, if you have Lamine Yamal, Mo Salah, Saka, there could be another right winger.
Okay. A question. Okay.
What's that?
Saka, is he world class?
No.
Not yet.
Not for me, no. That's what I'm saying. I know it when I see it. When I see it, I'll be like, okay, bang, that guy. It has nothing to do with time, body of work, none of that. I know it when I see it. And that's just my personal opinion. This debate was never a thing in the early 90s, 2000s. When you saw Zidane play, there was no debate around his name. You know what I'm saying? But now people want you to put him in the box and say, oh, if you're not top 3 in your position, or if you're not a top 3 center back in the world, you're not. No, what if the center backs are loaded? You can go.
The thing is, though, sorry.
Yeah. Go on.
The problem, though, is that season where he scored 15 goals, I would say he was world class. Saka was world class that season, because remember, he weren't just doing it at Arsenal, he's banging goals for England as well.
Mm-hmm.
He had a world class season, but the consistency, you need to see it. Do you say, because world class, I think, also involves being consistent as well, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You have to have a certain consistency about you to be world class, isn't it? But as you said, you see it when you see it, isn't it?
You know when you see it. When I see it, I know. Like, there is no debate around it. Like, I know it's undebated. If there's too much debate around it,
gray area, don't touch it yet.
Yeah, but whenever a player breaks onto the scene and he's really good, we just attach the tag onto him, and I'm like, no, this, if everybody is world class, then no one is world class. Like that. Yeah, like if everyone's a queen, then no one's a queen. A queen is something that's rare, isn't it?
If everyone's a whole, then everyone's a whole.
You know what I'm saying? So if every player that's good, that shows good output, is world class, then no one is. Then we have to create a new category, Because if you are Rivaldo or you're R9 and you look at these men and you be like, if these men are world class, they need to create a new category for me. Like, if you are Ronaldo Nazario right now, you see some of the men that will be called world class. He is sitting there looking at the other world class dons. He's looking at Zidane. He's looking at Messi, and they be like, bro, they need a new category for us, because these men, they can't lace our boots.
They're in the sky, innit? These man, and then we got the tier.
This is what it is. World class. Everyone gets a medal. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. They're the legends. They're the GOATs. The greatest of all time, isn't it? That was a good discussion, though, man. But Brother Abs, what you got coming up for the rest of the people there, man?
Bro, I was going to do a daily transfer thing today, but I can't be bothered, man. It's really quiet, and I think I need to just pull myself. Maybe tomorrow I'll hit you guys up in the morning with a little update with the daily transfers. And it's not just Arsenal. I'll be covering other teams as well. I don't think there's any football on tomorrow. I think we're playing on Sunday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's not no football recognised teams that I can see. There's a lot of football, but teams that I just don't even recognise. Obviously, you've got your Major League Soccer, but I don't really watch that. But I'm chilling, man. But I'll be around. I'll be itching in it to do something. So maybe we can just have this world class discussion. But also, bro, we need to do some work. We've got a group that we need to work with the man them. PG and Cape as well. So look forward to people. I just might make more promoting now.
Go ahead.
Look forward, people, because we might be doing a panel show. Me, BBK, maybe Cape, and Tony, Claude Gunner. Hopefully at the weekend. We haven't put down some details yet, but look forward to that show, man. It's going to be fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah, big up, man. Big up to every single one of you who was locked in today. That was a good little back and forth with the world class thing. It's a never-ending conversation, isn't it? It's a never-ending generational world class elite. Yeah, hey, I hear that.
Hey, I like that. I like his logo as well. The logo is fire. Big up to Boy 10 Dio. Has he got? Is he a content creator?
Boy 10.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think Boy 10. If you do content, let us know. But I don't think he.
Let us know, man. Let us know, bro.
I think he's just a football nut like the rest of us. That's the football.
But doesn't elite come before world class?
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's all wordplay, and that's what I'm saying. If you create too many of these categories, then the waters get muddy. It gets real muddy.
He makes content as well.
Mr. Barrett, if you could drop Boy 10's link in the description as well, make sure.
We'll drop you a sub, man.
Make sure we
He's up to Boy 10
Dio. By the way, AC Milan gonna keep his one. He looked pretty good.
Listen,
young one or the old guy? Talking about the one that got man of the match. Yeah, he does.
Listen, this is how I know that Battered knows football. Because as soon as I saw this guy, tall, lanky frame, the guy was making bare saves. And I'm talking like world-class saves, man. He was making some good saves. He's got the frame for it, the lankiness about it. And I do think this goalkeeper, I know it's only one game, but you can see his class. He may be world-class in a year or two, BBK.
Yeah, he's 20 years old though. I think that would be a good one because if we bought him because he's 20, at least we would know that next year we won't be buying a goalkeeper. Because next year we might be in for another goalkeeper. If Kepa was like, I want to move away.
I hope Arteta's been taking notes and looking at him because he did look good. He did look good, and he's a very big. He looked tall, man. He looked very tall.
Yeah. Big up to Mr. Batter. We have there's Boy 10 link, people. You can go and sub to Boy 10. I think I've already subscribed to Boy 10. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure. Let me see. I want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna sub to him as well.
No, man, elite is below world class. It's just the language thing. Yeah, elite players are at the top of the game, but not the top players. World class, in my opinion. Like I said, it's a great discussion to have. I hear, but I think the generational one is set. I think everyone knows what the generational players are. Your Messi.
Oh, it's like his racing. He likes his F1 and that. Big up, man. I stopped watching F1, man, when Lewis Hamilton got mash up, man. That absolutely destroyed my F1 experience, man. I've never. Yeah, I don't watch it no more because it vexed me that time, man, when they gave the championship to what's his name, the best one now. Wasn't it that English guy that's the best driver now, right now?
Oh, I thought it was always Lewis Hamilton for like the past 2 years.
Nah, the other guy, the guy who was for Red Bull. I can't remember his name.
Oh, I couldn't tell you, bro.
Yeah, he's the one that's smashing it now.
Oh, okay. I started making F1 content when they screwed over Lewis Hamilton because it was cussing out this club.
Big up. Verstappen, that's it. Verstappen.
Yeah. But that's what you got to do, Boy 10. When you get frustrated, you have a voice. You have to let your voice be heard, innit? So, yeah. Big up.
Listen, man, I would love him to do a stream with us, man, because he seems like he's got a lot of energy, man. I like that.
Yeah. Big up to Boy 10. Yeah, Boy 10 got some strong. Hey, listen, this chat, I love this chat, man. They have some strong opinions,
Top class.
I might be scared to go back to some of these comments when I watch this back.
Oh,
good though, man. It's all love, but I love it because you people make the show go. Make sure you are subscribed to the Waffle Don. Make sure you have liked the video over there at the Waffle Don TV. I have 24 likes, so when I go over there, I expect to see 24 likes. Big up to every single one of you people.
Big up,
the legends. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.